Wanted to do this a little bit the last week. We didn't really get a chance to. So interesting conversation that Jokic leads perfectly into. So the conversation was basically around when Scheffler wins again, he wins another tournament. They started to look at some of the Scottie Scheffler, the numbers. And he's on pace right now. Again, this sounds crazy saying out loud, but some of the stuff he's doing is the same timeline as Tiger Woods once he got started winning and the rate in which he was winning some big tournaments. And so
it's like the same thing as saying Mahomes is on a Brady track. There's a long way to go.
But you got to acknowledge the facts.
Right.
And he is. And so Jordan Spieth, who was that guy for a hot year or two, talked about that. He said, look, man, he doesn't like to kind of embrace that, you're the man, the mantle's yours, big up the league. And the week before that, I think you and I talked about that with Scottie Scheffler talking, hey, man, I just kind of want to golf. There's bigger things. My family matters. I have things that I care about. I want to be good. I work hard at it. I'm maniacal about that. But at the end of the day, this isn't as fulfilling, me winning the Masters, as, being home. And there's other things that fulfill my life.
Sure.
So Jordan Spieth kind of echoed those sentiments about his friend Scottie Scheffler. He said, I'm with him. I know how he is. I know how he operates. And it tied us into what just happened over the weekend as Nikola Jokic, superstar in the NBA, is once again a champ. That's because he is a horse owner. We all know that. At a racing event in his native of Serbia, where his horse is the winner. And the funny memes, funny jokes, all the stuff came out of it because everybody was like, wait. This man has got the biggest bottle of champagne, spraying it on the horse, going crazy, spraying himself and high-fiving. And a couple years back, won the NBA title and was like, yeah, that's cool, yeah. No doubt. Yeah, I'm excited. Woo, yeah, can't wait to get back to my horses. Now we see him with his horses and they win, and he was excited, and so he was going crazy. And it got me to thinking, and this is why I said we'll take some phone calls on this one too. Martin, do you feel that the superstar or the head of a league or a franchise or a sporting event or whatever is obligated to kind of take on that mantle? So here's what I mean. Golf has been looking for their Tiger Woods. Remember, he was really bad for a while. Then he kind of popped back up 2019-ish. But they were looking, is it Jordan Spieth? Is it going to be Roy McIlroy? Is it going to be who is it? And then, it can be Scottie Scheffler. And Scottie Scheffler kind of saying, no, I want to be good, but I don't want all of that. I don't want this to be my life. I enjoyed fulfillment elsewhere. We go to the NBA. Who's the best player? Most people will say Nikola Jokic for the last handful of years. We know he ain't trying to embrace all that comes with that. He's just kind of, I want to be really good. I want to try to win with my team and go home and race horses and now have champion horses. Naomi Osaka, hers is a little different. She was getting right there to kind of be the new face of tennis, and she stepped back. She knows very vocal about her challenges and mental health, and then she became a mother as well. So she's kind of didn't work out. So I say all that to say, do you believe that you have to be that? If you're Mike Trout, a lot of people wanted more from him when he was kind of the guy. Be more vocal, do more. You're Mike Trout. You're arguably one of the best ever. We want more from you. And when I thought about this, to me, there's a few things that kind of had to happen. I don't think you can manufacture it. I think some things just happen, whether it's fate, whether it's God, whether it's just, you embraced it in the league and in timing of things. I'll give you a couple examples. Then I want you to jump in on this. The NBA is flailing. We got stars, but we don't have a face of it. I don't know what's going on. We got Kareem. We got this person. We got all these big stars, but George Gervin, it ain't really working. Well, then you get Magic. Then you get Larry Bird. Two guys who couldn't be any different. One was kind of to himself, and the other is loud, smiling, wants to be the life of the party. One goes to Boston, hardworking blue collar on the East Coast. One goes to the West Coast, Hollywood. And you got these two guys, different personalities, different ends of the coast, different styles. One more of a passer, one's more of a scorer. And it ended up being the greatest thing that could have ever happened to the NBA. You couldn't draw. Oh, I left out the headline. They just played in the biggest national championship game. We'll never see numbers like that again. 30-some-odd million people watching. So you have that happen. And then you look at guys, LeBron. His name is James, King James. He's a chosen one. Right. He's from Akron, right near Cleveland. Who has the number one pick? Cleveland. We don't know how that happened. But my point is it just happens, and he happens to be good, and now you got the guy facing the league. I think things have to – sometimes you can't just force it. There has to be storylines. Tiger Woods is a person of color. He's black. Is he Asian? Is he this? He has a story. He has an interesting name. He's Tiger. He's doing stuff we hadn't seen. He's aggressive. He's fist pumping. He's fiery out there. You can't design that. You can't force that. So I believe you can't force a Scheffler. If he doesn't want it, Naomi Osaka, she's kind of going through mental health things and motherhood. Jokic, he kind of just doesn't have it for the NBA like that. I don't believe you can force it. I think things just happen where your star, the person takes the league by storm, and we all watch and enjoy it.
I mean, it's absolutely what happens. Is generally there will be some mark or moment of firestorm. And you just think back to the last person who generated this type of feeling, and it was Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. It was the moment, if you go back to the beginning of when this became transcended just women's basketball to now becoming a national story. Mm-hmm. And it was when Angel Reese and LSU and bounced Caitlin Clark out of the tournament. Yep. She did the Aaron Donald ring me move, and all of a sudden Jill Biden is we should invite the losers to the White House and the winners, because everybody tried, right? Like that's now
first time ever.
Right, now it becomes this whole big discussion, right? So there's a flashpoint moment. A guy like Jokic, the thing that I kind of resent, because if it is true that this is the case, then these people are just, God was cheating when he made them compared to me. But I don't think you can be as good at basketball as Jokic is, or as good at golf as Scottie Scheffler is, especially as good as golf individually as Scottie Scheffler is, and not have an intense and insane level of dedication, drive, motivation.
I agree with that, for sure.
Right? That doesn't exist. You cannot get that good without having that, because just the drive to get up and do it again and again and again, and that is repetition that gets you to be able to get to that level. So I think Scotty's statement is more, do I want to put in the time it takes for me to be as consistently great as I am in this, while like my kid is taking his first steps? Mm-hmm. Like, that's a real thing, especially for a guy who's won that much. But for Jokic, I think that we just downplay the idea. Like, yeah, he looked really happy. He looked really, really happy, and he was celebrating. But you know what he also didn't do? He wasn't fresh off of 100-some-odd basketball games of getting his ass kicked. You watch, Jokic looked like one of them from The Last of Us after a game, because he's got all them scratches on his arms. Yeah. He looked like he's about to turn, right? Or he was fighting off a werewolf. Instead, no, it was just the 7 players you're using to defend him. So, maybe after the finals, he's like, I'm tired as hell, man. And you know what? Maybe the NBA is not the biggest deal for him. I bet you if he said this to Jokic, said, listen, all your MVPs, I'll spot you another championship in the NBA. Would you trade them off for a gold medal for Serbia? You watch that Starting 5 documentary on Netflix? I bet you, and he'd do it in a heartbeat, wouldn't think twice, wouldn't blink twice.
Absolutely not.
So he has an intense level of passion and desire, but it's also, too, like, you can have fun doing other things.
Without a doubt. And I think, too, you brought to a great point. I think there's something to, we get into it when we have our Olympic teams and whatever. I don't care the sport. We all get into it. We don't care about swimming until it's the Olympics. Typically, we don't care about track and field like that until it's the Olympics, so on and so forth. But I do feel like other countries, we forget they're kind of working here. They get a visa, they come work. But really, home is home for them, if you get what I mean. Like, Luka's here. He's in L.A. He's in Hollywood. But this ain't home. Lithuania's home for him. Serbia's home for Jokic. You name the player. Sure. Home is home. I got a second home here. I got a nice crib. Maybe I met my wife here. I met my girlfriend. But home is home. And I think sometimes we forget for these players, they're spending so much time away from grandma, from mom, from my favorite uncle, from my best friend who couldn't come with me because he's got his own family back in Serbia or back in Argentina or back in Germany or back in Cameroon. And I think so it's not that I don't care and not that I'm not all in, but you just mentioned it. That's why those France teams have so much pride. Like, I love it here, but France is home. And when they get to those international games, they're like, man, this is my guys. This is for the country. I'm all in. And I think we sometimes forget, like, no, you in the NBA. This better be the greatest and the biggest thing in your life. And they're like, yo, man, basketball is. I love the game, but I'm away from home for so long. And I think we sometimes forget that and can't understand that.
And there's a real pride of country, pride, like a
100%.
real patriotism from their individual countries. You think Team Slovenia lift weights? Do you think maybe if you caught Luke on an Olympic year, he might work out in the offseason?
Well,
maybe.
you'd hope.
You'd hope so?
You'd hope.
Because that's the thing about Jokic. Like, seriously, when people kind of say he doesn't, like, you've seen him. Now, has his body improved? I'm not going to sit here and say that he, looks like Anthony Edwards without a jersey on.
Right.
But you can watch him run up and down the court.
Too.
You can watch him not get tired. You can watch him play 45 minutes in a double overtime game, and he's the one with the gas left, right? You seeing that, and so it's like, yeah, he loves the game
without a doubt.
But like, it's a lot more fun racing horses and drinking champagne
and being with your family
and being hit
your countrymen. Hey, let's open this up. 877-99 on Fox. We're gonna open the calls up, and it's just kind of one of those simple questions. Do you feel they're obligated to continue to grow the game? You're Scottie Scheffler. We've been looking for our Tiger Woods since he's been, hurt and never quite the same. We need you. Do you feel they owe it to the game, owe it to the fans to kind of embrace it more, to show more of themselves, to be out there, to be frontmen, if you will, front women? Do you want, if in his prime, did you want more from Mike Trout? Do you want more from Jokic, or whomever it may be, maybe even a little bit more from Luka? 877-99 on Fox. Do you expect the pros and the faces of leagues and franchises to give you a little bit more to keep the league going, to keep a franchise going, and bring some more of the attention to the sport? Or are you okay with how some of these superstars are just kind of playing hard and going home? Let's go to Johnny in Minnesota. Johnny, what's up? You're on with the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio.
Hey, what's up, Kelvin?
What's up, Johnny?
I gotta say, yeah, sometimes they do gotta want to be the face of the league, but they don't have to be obligated to do it, and they want to be proud to do it, not just be, I gotta do this because everybody's telling me. You're gonna do it because you are the best person on your franchise, the best person in Nikola Jokic, the guy that's raising horses up in wherever that's
Serbia.
Beautiful.
In Serbia.
Serbia. That's beautiful. I mean, I'm glad he enjoys that. And missing home and stuff, it all comes with it.
Yeah. I appreciate the call, Johnny. Yeah, I mean, that's his thing. But again, some people might say, you kind of got to own it and help prop up the league that's paying you.
I'd
crazily.
say that's the thing I would say. There is an obligation. The obligation is the money that you make, because the reality of the situation is you make the money from the fans. Mm-hmm. So there is some level of that's why you do post games and so fans can hear what you have to say.
Yeah. Let's go take some more calls. 877-99 on Fox. Let's go out to Eric in Austin, Texas. Eric, you are on with the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, E?
What's up, Kelvin? What's up, Martin? How y'all guys doing, man?
We're doing good, man.
Man, so here's the thing. I feel like they don't owe us anything more than what they give us anytime they step on the court, the field, the grass, whatever. And that's to, show us the God-given ability that they've worked for, they've been training for, and to show us that they're the absolute best in the world at what they do. I feel like they give more to the game by being authentically themselves. You know what I'm saying? Jokic is a unicorn, legit. This man is the best basketball player in the world. He averages a triple-double in his sleeve, and then he just wants to go right off into the sunset with his horses in Serbia. You know what I'm saying? You don't get that from everybody. So I feel like by them just being authentically themselves, whether it's they want to be front face in front of the cameras, or they just kind of want to hang back. If they're the best of the world at what they do, it's kind of like they already have that level of that magnetism. You know what I mean?
I think there's more to be had. I totally get what you're saying, E. I appreciate the call. What I would add to that, Martin and Eric as well, is I do think there's an element of where it doesn't have to be the person, it can be the league. Meaning, a great example, and I'll be mad if they would ever do this because I'm about to say it on air and I've always been holding on to it. I think baseball missed not having some commercials, unless I missed something, with Jose Altuve is what I call him. Jose Altuve and Aaron Judge. You got one dude who's literally 5'5", 5'6", one dude 6'7", 6'8". Where's the Twins commercial? Danny DeVito and Arnold. Where is a campaign for now 5 years we could have had, you know what I mean, of Twins?
You could have even done one of Baseballs for Everyone.
Baseballs for Everyone. Giants and little guys. It doesn't matter. But to me, I go back to with Jokic, maybe there's some Pony Express, there's something you can do that, hey, we're not asking you to be out of character per se. We'll just build around you. Maybe the marketing ain't as good as it used to be in the 90s, when the heyday of everything, when they would find that thing and make that.
Had a lot of conversations about this with one of my, I don't want to put her out there, but she works for a big shoe company.
Okay.
And I was like, what? Like, Bo Knows was not because Bo Jackson was some gregarious personality.
Great campaign.
You know what I'm saying? Little Penny was not because Penny Hardaway was.
Two great examples.
Like,
neither one of those were Mr. Personalities.
Like, these
Gray
were.
Hill.
These were people that were essentially built through commercials, right?
Gray
and
Hill,
that's how they got
Sprite.
their names and all of that.
So, yeah, that's what I mean. There's some other ways to do it. Let's go down to Vegas. Viva Las Vegas. Bob in Vegas. You're on with the Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio.
I guess what happened in Vegas
I said
stays in
Bob,
Vegas.
but we went to Isaac. So we're going to roll with Isaac.
Sorry, Bob.
Isaac in
Isaac,
Utah.
you're up next.
Hey, what's up, guys? You hear me?
Yeah, we got you. Bob, we on our way, Bob. Don't go nowhere, Bob. What's up, Isaac?
Yeah, two things. So, one, the league doesn't pay Jokic, right? Denver does. Do you think Denver wants their money back? I don't particularly think they do. He brought him a championship. He's a fantastic player. I think they think he's worth every penny. The second thing, here's what I think. I think Jokic and Scheffler and these guys are doing society and us a favor by showing you can be great and still go home and have a life.
Not mad at that.
I think you can't say winning is everything and then get mad at the Houston Astros when they do what they do. So these guys that play with integrity, play with heart, and then have stuff they care about that they can go home to, I think it's a huge example and a great favor they're doing for us.
Love it. Hey, great call, Isaac. I appreciate it, man. Good point there. Let's go down to Bob again. I think Bob in Vegas. Here we go, Bob. We got you this time. A couple Fox Sports Radio.
Sorry about butting in there. To the whole number one in the world, greatest in the world. Hey, listen, some people just aren't wired to wear that crown. Mm-hmm. Remember a golfer named David Duval?
Sure. Yeah. Yep.
Number one in the world, he couldn't handle it. He walked away from golf. He'd be a multi-millionaire today. He just couldn't handle being number one in the world. He wasn't David Duval anymore. He was number one golfer in the world, David Duval. And he's like, man, I just want to be David Duval. You don't call my buddy Insurance Bob or Mason Ed. I want to be David Duval. And he quit golf because he just wasn't wired to handle it. And some people aren't.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for the call, Bob. I think an example I brought up would be Naomi Osaka. You know, she's been very vocal about mental health challenges and trying to work through that and find her way. And then of course, mother and brought in a baby, and now she's a happy mother. So she's kind of done what a lot of people don't get to do, kind of do it her own way and be vocal about getting her, mental health help and just paying attention to that. So you do have folks who have focused on that.